Hey everyone, it's Silverbacked here. What I've noticed is a lot of people hang on to assets too long and lose money. My goal and mission is to come to you with these videos and report the current trend. And if you're sitting in anything that's going all red like this, is to basically just bring it to your attention. That's it. And also, if you're jumping into different assets, is just to try and align your portfolio with the actual market trend. And revisit it once a day. If you've got a larger portfolio, once a week, once a month is fine. But for the average battler, I want to basically just focus the attention or content on my videos to actually address the daily charts. So someone that's just trying to get a bit of a nest egg and build it into something bigger by just having wins over time and avoiding losses. That's the number one rule. What's the Warren Buffett says? Rule number one: never lose money. Rule number two: rule number one. If you can't get your losses under control, there's no point. I mean, any idiot can throw some money at crypto when the Fed's printing money and make money. You're not a genius. Like, it's not what I got a saying in my circles is, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. So with that in mind, let's go through the top 30 market cap cryptos. I'm using buyswap.org, but you can use any chain you want. You can use their native chains, whatever. You can sort it out as you go. Generally speaking, I'm an advocate of DeFi. I don't use any centralized or traditional finance exchanges except when I'm swapping my dirty fiat for crypto. That's the only time I ever use it. So I haven't done that for a long time. Anyway, so straight into it. So basically, going from the top, we've got VEET token. We jumped in out here. We got stopped out. I have stop losses marked in the orange here. You can see the orange line. So you can see that we've jumped in. We've got out on that day, and we're still out. There's nothing here trending to say to jump back in. Again, I'm just recapping for those people that might have just joined us. I'm not looking at the last candle because that's the current day. The current day's trading started 17 minutes ago, so that hasn't finished printing out what it's going to do. So I can't really use any data there. So it's the one just before it. So that's our current last day, that green one there. So it's flashing. It is flashing green. If I do ignore the last candle, I could probably with VEET. I can probably jump into this one. I'll tell you, this is exactly. If you follow this, is exactly. If you get this, then you'll be able to do this yourself. All right. So essentially, what I do is I'll make that a buy. I'll put a stop loss just underneath there, and I'll bring that down into my buy column. Just to say I've bought it. Okay. And then it'll knock me out of it if it goes against me. Uni token is we've got a definite buy there. It did knock us out we got out at $7.80 over here, and now we're buying back in. I'll do a little. I should do this actually. I'll put a little buy candle in here. Okay. Ignore all that rubbish. That's irrelevant to us. So we've got a buy here, going in now, and then basically this stop loss, I want to bring it down below where this green candle is. If it goes against us, we'll sort of jump out of it. And I've just created an alert there because a lot of the stop losses and limit orders on Binance Smart Chain dexes are pretty shit. Throw it in the comments down below if you know a Binance chain or a Binance chain dex that actually has good stop losses or limit orders where I can just reverse the trade or get out of it at certain price levels. Otherwise, I'm just setting alarms and just watching it. I check my charts once a day anyway. So, anywho, if there was a black swan event though, I do ultimately want to have stop losses set up and all limit orders, limit stops where I'll jump out of it automatically. This is where I'm heading to, so I'll get there eventually. So that's uni. So we've actually just decided to buy into uni. So I'm going to put this into my buy list. Scroll down there. Ah, come on, come on, come on. Doesn't want to help. Well, almost. Come on. Let me just go down to there. So that was Vite. Okay, let me I'll just mark these as green, the ones that I've already got in there. Otherwise, I want to know which ones I just added, just visually. So I added these two today, and then we'll look at the other ones individually. So Litecoin, that's a buy as well. So I'm going to buy Litecoin, and I'm going to put a stop loss just below that wick, or the first green candle there. And then you just right click and add an alert there. So we're back in. And again, I'll just mark to exactly where we're headed back in. So you can generally see what's happening. I'm jumping in, I'm jumping out, and it's generally at the right times. And then a stop loss, is gonna help me get out automatically going forward. So Litecoin, I'll go down and add that in. Come on. Whoops. Litecoin, buy. Dot is it is a green candle. Again, I just completely ignore this one. Right. So what I'm going to do is this is how I'll show you how I'll be consistent in all my decisions, and so I've got a clear decision to make every time I come in here. This is what I want to sort of demonstrate. So even though this is red, again, you have to ignore that one. That's the current day. It's only like 22 minutes old. It can go anywhere. We've had a whole bunch of red, and then the first green, and it's like a wick at the top, wick at the bottom, but it's green. All right. So we're jumping in, and then we're going to basically put a stop loss just below that. To get us out in case it moves against us. So we want the potential of that trade if it does go up. So dot, we're a buy. So it's a bit of a bullish sounding market straight away. There we go. We've got another buy here. So I've got a green candle here after a bunch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of red. I'll put a stop loss down there, and I will jump in that and put that back into my sold column. Come on, come on, come on. There is periods of time that I go through where like I am in a lot of these top 30 tokens. If the market's like green, then obviously that's what's going to happen. SHIB is a buy as well. So I'll put a stop loss just below my entry. What? Hang on. Come here. What are you doing? Come on. There we go. There you go. All right. And then I'll just mark that in case it moves against me. And then so we're in SHIB as well. So we're buying SHIB today. Come on. There we go. Bought. Okay. And then it looks like we're buying ADA as well. Alright, so let's get ADA, get the stop losses below that green candle. Put a little buy in there. Did I put a little buy thing on top of SHIB? No, I didn't. Okay, I'll just put that in there. So I know where I bought it. EOS, I better do that there as well. Okay, sorry. I should do this. I'll do this off video. So ADA, we're in. We've got our stop loss, and then we're just moving it down to there. We're out of EGLD. Yeah, that's a terrible looking chart, and it's continuing. It's all red, as you can see. It's all coming down there. That stays in the sold column. TON stays in the sold column. TON has like it's come up in recent times, and like Telegram of course is an interesting proposition because they did got so many users so quickly, and it's something I use every day, of course, with my private Telegram group. Yeah, they want to. I think they're trying to do everything through the Telegram app, so they're really going in their own direction there a little bit. I haven't mucked around with it yet, so anyone, if you've got any comments on Ton, if you're using it, just let us know what your experience has been. Link, I can't really comment on it because I don't know. Link, that's a buy. So we're going to put our stop loss just below our green candle wick there. I'll whack an alert on it. Okay, drag link down and jump in. Okay, ASX. Oh, hang on, did I put my little thing there? No, I didn't. Oh, I'm trying to remember to put my little arrows there. Sorry. Red, green. So we're buying AXS. Mark that with an alert. Okay. ASX is a buy. Actually, I keep on doing that. I keep on forgetting to mark where I bought. I don't really. You can almost see by this, like I don't really need to mark where I bought and where I've sold, because it's basically when it turns green I buy it. When it turns red, pretty much I sell it, or I let my stop loss get me out. So I automatically lock in my gains, and then I'm searching to where I enter. And then I'm looking for these runs where I can get it to run from sort of this level to sort of go up and then stopping out like here. I would have stopped out there. But it's like 14% in 13 days. Like there's some of these returns make up for the little tiny losses you make. So I mean, it sounds like a lot, but it's not. If you can get like 60% per annum. Just in general, like, you're doing pretty well. Like, you're just using crypto as a tool. These are just tickers. So, anyway, back to this. Okay, so we got Cake. How are we doing for Cake? Hang on. So Tom, we're out. Cake. Cake is a buy because it's that second last candle we go by. So I'm gonna put a stop loss below there. Put it just below it. I'll put an alert there. There's going to be a lot of transactions I'm going to have to do straight after this, but I got green, so like you don't ignore the green. If it starts, you get into it. Red, you go by stop loss, and we're going to come across a couple of charts here where I can show you where you put the stop loss and how you set your stop loss to teach you how to do that. Essentially, what you're looking for is indecision. Is these if you're following something like you jump in something like there, all these are pretty clean. You got the wick on top, and nothing down the bottom, and then you got one where it's got a wick at the bottom. So that's where as you go up on that day, you would actually bring it up just below there, just in case, because it is showing price indecision, and then you write it up, and then you get something like this, and then basically you bring it up just below that, and then as it goes up, you just basically just keep on, and there is a wick, you just keep on bringing up the stop loss to just under the wick, and then this is basically showing you where I would have followed this up to there, and then I would have let it stop me out there. So now we're just jumping back in from being stopped out. So I'm getting in here, and I can tell I got out there. So you can see it works pretty well, like, and I automatically got out there. So you automatically have to get out, and then you manually get in, based upon what the chart's doing. So this is requiring you to come in just once a day and just check what the charts are doing. But if there's a black swan event and the market dumps, you're out immediately. So you're locking in your gains. This is why it's called the socket wrench, or like a ratchet sort of theory. Sorry to harp on this, you guys that have already been following me, but I just want to get it across that there's a lot of automation and AI and bots and all that sort of stuff that can do a lot of stuff to get you out, which I can automate for you and for myself. but we have to visually pick the levels. We have to visually pick where to enter as well. There's always